Hello and welcome from Eugene, Oregon for the Aflac Cup Series Season 12, Race 5, the Nike 212 at the Nike Motor Speedway. Drivers are eager to tackle this 3/4-mile racetrack for the first time since Season 10 after it being off the Season 11 schedule. Always have entertaining races here at Nike, and we're looking for another one today. First off, we're going to talk about Hendrick Motorsports. There's been a lot going on that race shop, and Rick Hendrick and Jeff Gordon have a lot to say about how their drivers been racing each other so far this season. I am ashamed of how our drivers are racing each other this season. I have talked to both Kyle and William, and we expect no further action to be taken. Now, that's a quote from Mr. H after both William Byron and Larson got into it. And then Jeff and I understand that Elliott was frustrated with the closing rate of Truex. Trace and Alex talked it out over the weekend and both understand each other's driving choices at Kalamazoo. We expect this situation to be resolved. From Aflac Cup Series officials, we will be monitoring the driving behavior from all four HMS drivers moving forward. Points penalties may be assessed if necessary if the reckless driving continues. So the Aflac Cup Series has left it into the hands of Hendrick Motorsports, and if they need to apply action after today, they will. Ryan Blaney is in need of a good run. Will today be his day? Blaney is going to be looking to get that win from the front row. Kyle Busch is the only Toyota to qualify in the top 10. And he starts on the front row. Let's see what Kyle Busch can do with his speed. And Corey LaJoie is on a hot streak as of late. Scored a top 10 at Kalamazoo Speedway last weekend. Looking to have a great race today. And then Kurt Busch is repping the Jordan brand on his car. But he's reported his car is very ill handling and turns 3 and 4. We'll see how he does today. And then Ryan Preece, congratulations, you will officially take over the 41 next season, and he has been approved for a full-time ride with Rick Ware Racing this season. Here's the point standings as they run heading into the race. Tyler Reddick and Ross Chastain, both 10 points behind Kyle Larson. Martin Truex Jr. are 17 points out. Briscoe, Keselowski, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Christopher Bell, all in the top 10. Want to thank Altitude Graphics and Spoiler Diecast for being official partners of the Aflac Cup Series. If you shop Spoiler Diecast website, use ACS 12 at checkout to get 5% off your order. Now, let's go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines! William Byron and Kyle Busch fire up and roll off here, and we'll check out that starting lineup for the Nike 212. Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney swap positions somehow. Didn't we fire somebody for this? All right, we need to fire more people. Row 2, Tyler Reddick and Ross Chastain. Row 3, we have Joey Logano and Eric Almirola, the most recent race winner, to his outside. Corey LaJoie starting 7th today, next to race 1 winner, Chase Briscoe. Kyle Larson and Eric Jones in row 5. Daniel Suarez and Big Bad Brad Keselowski in row 6. And Martin Truex Jr. and Alex Bowman in row 7. Row 8 finds Kevin Harvick and his best friend from 2021, Chase Elliott, and then Austin Dillon and Austin Cindric. It's a row of Austins in row 9. Kurt Busch and William Byron in row 10, and Ryan Preece and Christopher Bell in row 11. Bubba Wallace and Cole Custer sitting in row 12, and Josh Bilicki and Denny Hamlin in row 13. Chris Buescher and Ricky Stenhouse find themselves in row 14. Chris Buescher had a really poor qualifying effort. And Noah Gragson next to Kaz Grala in 15. Greg Biffle and Todd Gillen find themselves in row 16. And then row 17, Harrison Burton and Ty Dalla Dillon. Lap count today, we have 12 laps with a total of 9 miles here. It is very beautiful out here in Oregon. Last winner was Eric Almirola from season 10. We are ready to go racing here. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch lead him into turn 1. Look at the start. Kyle Busch gets Logano, puts Chastain into the wall. That gets Almirola turned. Larson almost spins out. Looks like Suarez got some nose damage in that one. Caution is out early on here at Nike. You see Eric Almirola winding up on the inside. Logano just right into Chastain, and looks like Almirola ends up getting turned by his teammate, Chase Briscoe. Let's take another closer look at that one. There's Almirola. Yeah, he definitely gets turned by Briscoe. He gets down into Larson and even harder into Suarez. And Ross Chastain cannot be very happy with Joey Logano about that one. Nice save by Larson. So those that are involved is Chastain, Larson, Almirola, Logano, and Suarez. Look at the wall damage to Ross's car. And there is Suarez on pit lane. And Kyle Larson with a nice save. Now it's time to cue the duck. True or false? Nike Motor Speedway is an original Athletic Cup Series Season 1 track. True or false? We'll let you think that one over and give you the answer later on. Now we go back. Green flag racing. Kyle Busch now commands the race lead. And he is off and running here on Ryan Blaney. Oh, Logano goes up into the wall. Looks like he blew a tire. Oh, we got cars spinning back further in the pack. That's Chase Elliott, and looks like Brad Keselowski was in the outside wall. Caution out on lap 2. We can't even get through turns 1 and 2 here, guys. Brad Keselowski, that's disappointing. He was really hyped for today. Talked to him in the garage earlier today, and he was very excited for what he had. Now, it looks like Logano blows a tire. Could be damage from when him and Chastain made contact. And then let's look back further. Where's the purple car at? Oh, he's already getting spun out by Chase Elliott. Yep. I think Keselowski checked up. Yeah, he's just confirmed on the radio. Keselowski checked up, and Elliott had nowhere to go. Then Elliott gets spun out by Austin Cindric. Just kind of a chain reaction. Nobody's fault here. And especially with eyes on HMS, I don't think Chase Elliott would be very wise to go after Austin Cindric, especially for a mistake. Once again, Kyle Busch commands the race. Off we go. Green flag in the air. Can we make it through turn 1 and 2? No, we can't. Blaney around into the front of the field. Now we got the big one in turn 1 and 2. LaJoie gets into him, and a lot of people, drivers involved in this one, 5+ drivers wrecked. Watch as Blaney tries to get a nice arc into turn 1, but LaJoie was there. LaJoie up in the Reddick, Harvick involved, Dillon gets a piece of it, and I think that's the Dayglow orange car of Martin Truex Jr. getting into LaJoie at the last second. Yep, Eric Jones gets into this. Oh, man. Blaney's going to really wish he would have listened to his spotter. There's Eric Jones getting into Blaney, saying, Carlo. Unfortunate for Corey LaJoie, who was having such a good stretch of races to start the season. That's going to hurt him in the point standings. Eric Jones having a nightmarish season, the former Season 9 champion, and there's their former Season 11 champion, Ryan Blaney, and Austin Dillon got some damage in that one too, but he will be able to continue on. But the answer is false. Nike Motor Speedway was not an original Season 1 track. It actually made its debut in Season 2. So hopefully everyone got that one right. So, we'll try this again. Kyle Busch in command of the race. Now this time, it's Kyle Larson to his inside. Green flag back in the air. Larson gets a good jump on the race leader, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson takes the lead only on lap 4 here. Goodness, it seems like we should be on lap 8 by now, but Larson, nevertheless, in the lead with Chase Briscoe, the race 1 winner, in second place. Oh, Denny Hamlin gets into his teammate, Christopher Bell, in turn 2. Coming off turn 4. Is Kyle Larson in the race lead with Briscoe trying to get after him. Oh, Bowman gets into Austin Cindric. Sends Cindric up the track. Just a little, hey, get out of my way, I'm faster than you contact here. And look at Greg Biffle trying to march forward to the top 10. He kind of runs wide off of turn 2. Here comes Christopher Bell back to his inside. Seabell with a good run. Oh, he kind of cuts off Biffle. Oh, they make contact off of 4. Bell into the inside wall hard, and that will bring out a caution and a done day for Christopher Bell. Greg Biffle having a great run for NY Racing ends up crashing Christopher Bell. And you could really tell Biffle did not mean to make that hard of contact off of turn 4. Biffle's too good of an Athletic Cup Series driver to go ahead and intentionally wreck someone. Just unfortunate for Christopher Bell, who's fighting for a championship here in the top 10 in points. Now we got a race on our hands. Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe. Two very aggressive drivers on the front row. Green flag back in the air. Look at William Byron to his inside. Will Byron do anything to Larson? Probably not, with the Athletic Cup Series officials keeping a close eye on that group. That would be a great time. 3 to go. Oh, Larson gets into Briscoe. They make contact again off of turn 2. More contact. Briscoe, I said he's aggressive, and he is. Oh, Larson gets loose, but he gets a good run off of 4. To Briscoe's bumper. He looks outside, back inside, back to the outside. He's got a lane. Oh, and they're in the wall. And Briscoe's spinning, bringing out a caution. Oh, my goodness. Larson made a great pass, but just too tight. And some reason, Chase Briscoe is sideways on pit road. How did he end up there? We got film of a stationary camera here. Oh, and it's Larson intentionally spinning Briscoe. Oh no. And Larson's being called to the garage area. Aflac Cup officials are not going to like that, especially with that taking place on pit road. Is Larson justified to be mad? I mean, he makes a great pass here. I mean, Briscoe's racing for the win. And he does give Larson somewhat of a lane, but Larson's just too close and makes Briscoe a little arrow loose, and they did definitely make contact. That's tough. We're going to have all eyes on Kyle Larson in the news this week. But here we go. We got to finish this race somehow, folks. 2 laps to go. Will we make it there? We'll see. Byron gets passed on the outside by Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch just celebrated a birthday yesterday, and now today, he's looking for the ultimate birthday present. White flag in the air. It's his teammate, Bubba Wallace, side by side for the race lead. They let each other drive. Wallace drives it in hard. Busch is going to have the run, but not enough time. Bubba Wallace with possibly the cleanest last lap pass in Aflac Cup Series history to take the win. What a drive by 2 teammates there at the end. That was entertaining. But Bubba Wallace spoils Kurt Busch's birthday and wins the race here at Nike. How about that? Bubba Wallace going to victory lane for 23XI Racing, their first win in the Aflac Cup Series, and Bubba's second. Nice finish there. Check out your point standings. It's tight at the top, and Kyle Larson is only 4 points above second place Kyle Busch. Byron jumps up to third. Kurt Busch, just 6 points out in his last season. Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace up to 8th. Truex Jr. and Chase Briscoe wound out the top 10. Now, will we see a points penalty to Kyle Larson? It's going to be the debate of the week for the Aflac Cup Series officials. Here's 11th through 20th. How about Harrison Burton hanging out in the top 20 in points? That's a win for that team. And others that need to get it going, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin. You check out your 21st through 30th. Corey LaJoie sadly drops to 22nd. But how about Ryan Preece? Once again, he's up to 21st. We talked about a bad season for Eric Jones. He's currently 28. Yikes. And Suarez is back there in 26th as well. And you see Michael McDowell's name at the bottom there. It is confirmed he will be in the Aflac Cup Series for race 6 at Riverhead. Now we're going to check out your finishing results of the Nike 212. Bubba Wallace was your race winner. Kurt Busch second. Kyle Busch, his brother, third. Byron and Busch around at the top 5. Chase Elliott, Bowman, Hamlin, Cindric, and Harrison Burton, the top 10. Finishing 11th today. Finishing 11th today was Greg Biffle, and 12th, the top 12 for Ryan Preece. How about Josh Bilicki, finishing 13th? Now I know a lot of drivers crashed out today, but still, having drivers get nice top 15s and top 20s that usually don't. It's good to see. Kevin Harvick, unfortunately, finishes 30th at one of his best racetracks. Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Truex, Logano, Keselowski, Almirola, all saw DNFs today. Very, very chaotic day for the Aflac Cup Series. Hey, what's new? Tends to happen that way, and we go to a very chaotic racetrack for the next race. A doubleheader at Riverhead Raceway, one at noon, one at night. Hope you'll see you there. This is JG24, JM26, signing out.